Welcome back to Montana this morning. The time is now 6:47. A beautiful view over the Magic City on this Tuesday morning as we get this week rolling. Let's go ahead now and get started with the day's news. Dozens are now confirmed dead in Guatemala following the eruption of Volcano del Fuego on Sunday. Officials fear more victims may have been trapped under the steaming hot ash and mud flows. The eruption has forced thousands of people to evacuate their homes. Many are now living in shelters outside the nation's capital. The Philadelphia Eagles have been uninvited from the White House. The team was supposed to be there this afternoon to celebrate its Super Bowl victory. But on Monday evening, President Trump issued a statement saying they were no longer welcome. The president said it was because NFL players don't stand for the national anthem. Well, come tonight, we'll know who's advancing to Montana's general election. A good turnout is expected in today's primary, with contested races featured in both Montana's U.S. House and Senate races. As of Monday afternoon, more than 36,000 ballots were already turned in to the Yellowstone County Elections Office, while thousands of Montanans have already voted absentee. If you plan to vote in person, the polls open at 7 o'clock this morning and close at 8 o'clock tonight. Among the key races we'll be keeping tabs on tonight will be for Yellowstone County District Judge. 2 new judgeships are up for grabs this election year. 5 candidates are vying for Department 7, including Colette Davies, Yvette LaFrenz, Thomas Party, Alexander Roth, and Teague Westrope. The top 2 vote-getters advance to face off in November. And for District Judge Department 8, just 2 candidates are in the running, Ashley Harana and Julie Pierce. Both advance to face off again in November. There are no less than 10 legislative primary races in the Billings area and contested races in the Republican contest for county auditor and county commissioner. Our local election coverage begins at 8 o'clock tonight, bringing you a special report on the early absentee results. Then a special election night edition of the Q2 10 p.m. news with coverage from across the state, both on air and online at KTVQ.com. Turning to Crime Watch, a masked gunman tries to rob a Billings casino but storms out once he doesn't get the attention he wants. The attempted robbery happened last night around 11:15 at the Suds Hut Casino on Broadwater. A man described as Hispanic and in his 20s entered the casino with a bandana over his face, armed with a rifle. After shouting, "This is a robbery," the man ordered 3 patrons to put their cell phones on the floor. But when he realized the casino employee was not present, the patrons say he appeared to get frustrated and fled out the front door. The employee happened to be in the back room when the suspect entered the casino. No one was injured and police searched the area but could not find the suspect. The body of a female has been recovered from the Missouri River. According to the Cascade County Sheriff's Office, the female body was found at Ryan Dam around 4 o'clock Monday afternoon by Ryan Dam employees. Sheriff Bob Edwards says the body has been recovered and an autopsy is planned today to determine the cause of death and identity. Sheriff Edwards adds that they don't know right now if the body is that of Brittany Roberts of Absaroka. The woman reported to have fallen into the river near Black Eagle Dam on Monday, April 23rd. We'll update you when more information is released. And now we go to Yellowstone National Park, where a park employee was seriously injured during an encounter with a protective cow elk. The victim, 51-year-old Charlene Triplett of Las Vegas, is an employee at the Mammoth Hot Springs Hotel, but was not working when the attack happened Sunday. Park officials believe the cow elk was protecting her calf that was bedded down some 20 feet away. The elk reportedly reared up and kicked Triplett multiple times with its front legs, hitting her head, torso, and back. Due to the severity of her injuries, Triplett was flown to Idaho Falls for treatment. Following the attack, park rangers remained in the area to warn tourists. The elk herd at Mammoth is a popular attraction at the historic hotel, with the elk lounging on the hotel grounds and across the street at park headquarters and staff housing. While the elk appear to be quite docile, Yellowstone officials urge visitors to use caution not to get too close, especially during calving season. Park safety brochures urge visitors to stay at least 25 yards away from all wild animals. And now in state news, the board that regulates barbershops and hair salons wants to prohibit dogs at all hair-cutting establishments in Montana unless the animals are service dogs. But at a hearing Monday in Helena, several barbers and stylists testified in opposition to the rule. The Board of Barbers and Cosmetologists proposed the rule earlier this spring, and on Monday, a hearings officer took testimony on the proposal. All 5 people who spoke were against the proposal. Barber Tom Winger of Hamilton has 3 Boston Terriers at his shop and brought one of them to the hearing. He said no one has ever complained about the animals and that they're not a health problem. Hamilton hairstylist Jeanette Beer also testified against the rule. She said after her daughter's death in a car accident 8 years ago, her daughter's dogs have given her emotional support, helping her get through the tough times.
Without those dogs, I would have lost my business. I would have gone bankrupt. I would have never been able to continue getting through work and healing emotionally.
The customers love these animals, and I'm sure they do in everybody else's shop as well. The ones that don't are more than welcome to walk down the street to one of 2 places on my street alone that do not have an animal.
The full board hopes to issue its ruling on the issue at its July 16th meeting in Helena. And in other news, we now know the name of the pedestrian who passed away from his injuries in last week's hit and run. 20-year-old Sterling Bruder Dominguez died over the weekend after he was struck while walking down 8th Street West near Alderson Avenue a week ago. The 22-year-old driver, Tesha Williams, is being held at the Yellowstone County Jail on $100,000 bond. She was arrested shortly after the incident and reportedly had a BAC almost 3 times the legal driving limit. She was originally charged with negligent vehicular assault, but upgraded charges for the victim's death are expected. And our last story for you this Tuesday, multi-platinum selling bands Shinedown and Godsmack will join forces on their co-headlining summer tour when they make a stop at Metro Park. The 2 bands, with support from UK rockers Asking Alexandria, will take on the Magic City on Friday, October 5th. Tickets go on sale this Friday, June 8th at 10 o'clock in the morning. You can find those online or at the Metro Park box office.